said earlier, I've been working for Forever for 18 years, most of that time I've spent behind the scenes, as Juliana mentioned, organizing the event, so being on stage isn't really my comfort zone. In fact, as my mum says, who apparently is in the audience somewhere, it's a surprise, she's here, she told me that I have a face for backstage, so I don't really know what I'm doing on stage. Anyway. So I'm here, like I said, to talk about 40 reasons to love Forever. We've got our 40th anniversary coming up next year, so we thought it would be a great time to do a session like that, just to remind you why you're in the right place. The first of those sections, I'm going to talk about a few areas that relate to the foundation of the company, maybe reasons that have been present since day one. So the first of those is we're 40 years old. Now, not many companies like us get to 40 years old. It's a tough marketplace out there, which proves that we have fantastic product, fantastic opportunity, fantastic stability to be able to last for 40 years. The second reason to love Forever, it's this guy. Let's have a round of applause for Rex. It's the reason we're all here. Rex's values are truly incredible. They were there from day one, and they're the same values that they're in place today. And I believe it's one of the reasons many of us are in the room. There's lots of other opportunities out there to make money, to earn a living, but we like to think that Forever is something special. Hopefully we can provide that income that you need, but there's more than that. So I'd like to talk about a few of those values that Rex has instilled in all of us. Reason number 3, putting people first. Right from day one, that's been Rex's mantra. Look after the FBO, and if you're an FBO, look after the customer. Many of the business decisions he makes, or that we make in the office there, the first thing he says is, how does that affect the FBO, or how does that affect the customer? And it's really, really at the forefront of our decision making. And there's not a lot of companies out there. Usually money comes first. Of course, money is very important. The company has to make an earning so that we're there for all of you, but putting people first, as you can see from this picture, and there's millions of pictures like this that we have on file, putting people first is so important to Rex. Another great value of Rex's is be passionate. Absolutely love what you do, and certainly that's the case with me. I feel like I have the best job in the world. Traveling around the world, spending somebody else's money, it's pretty cool. But I think Rex epitomizes this. Rex recently had a birthday not too long ago, so he's in his 80s. He's a multi-billionaire, created massive assets around the world, yet is still in the office 3 or 4 days a week. I think if that was me, I'd be on a beach. But Rex's passion, and I've asked him many, many times, and his answer is always the same. I'll say to him, Rex, how come you're still in the office? And he said, I'll stop coming in the office when there's no more people to help. And that's the real answer. Yes. So reason number 5 to love Forever. One of the cornerstones of our business is we don't take any shortcuts. And we would encourage you to do the same with your businesses. Everything that we do, we like to do it right. We've had new products ready to launch in years gone by where maybe at the last minute we've discovered they're not the best in the market, and Rex has pulled them. Maybe we've invested millions of dollars to get them to that point, but if it's not the best, he doesn't want to put it out there. So he doesn't take any shortcuts and encourages us to do the same. The reason I have a picture of Greg, Rex's son, do you all know Greg? Yeah, he was here last year, I believe. So Greg epitomizes take no shortcuts. Many people will think that maybe Greg is the president of the company because he's Rex's son and he was born with that silver spoon in his mouth. That's absolutely not the case. Rex absolutely wanted Greg to work in every area of the business. So he's worked in the aloe fields, he's worked in the manufacturing plants, he's worked in the marketing department, sales department, finance department. He's helped organize the events. So there's no area of the business that Greg hasn't been involved with, which makes it tough as an employee because you can't pull the wool over his eyes at all. So Greg really epitomizes this idea of taking no shortcuts. Number 6, you all know this one. One of Rex's visions, one of his goals for the company is to encourage people to smile, to have fun while we're living our lives, while we're earning our livings. And there's a great picture up there with Rolf. I think that was receiving his check in Dubai with his daughter. And we strongly believe that if you enjoy what you're doing it with a smile, you're more attractive to people that you might be prospecting or talking to. So we really encourage you to do that. Another one of great values of Rex is integrity, of course. Rex believes reputation is everything. So how we all behave on a daily basis, how we behave to others, is a reflection on our own reputation and ultimately will become our legacy. Which is very, very important. And obviously we have a great example on the screen there of a couple who embody integrity, of course. Yes, Jane and John. Jane and John, often when we're making big decisions in the home office, Jane and John are some of the first people that we call to get their opinion. And we always know that we're going to get an answer that is correct for the business, even sometimes if it means perhaps their own personal business might be affected by it. If they know it's for the greater good of the long-term future of the business, then they'll give us the go-ahead, if you like, to do that. So we very much value those guys as a couple. Okay, number 8, reason. You might know this lady. So one of Rex's values is to be forever grateful. He thinks that gratitude is one of the great emotions that we can have, and express that gratitude, say thanks, which is why we do these wonderful events, which is why we spend so much time doing recognition and rewards. And the reason I've got Claire on the screen there is, most of you don't know this, but it's a great example of the gratitude. Every time we do a rally, obviously we get lots of comments and notes and people saying congratulations, but every single year that I've ever done a rally, I've received a beautiful letter from Claire, and I know Rex does as well, saying thank you, saying how much it means to her that we've put on and how grateful she is. And Claire, where are you? Up there, Claire. Claire, I can't tell you, yes. I can't tell you how much those letters mean to the team. We always show them around. We bring them to the executive team, to the board meetings, and it's actually become a bit of a joke almost. Have you received Claire's letter yet? So it means a lot to us. It means that you appreciate what we do and the hard work, and the team really appreciate it. I send it to all the production team who are involved in the events as well. So thank you, and keep doing it. By the way, it took me ages to find that picture. Can you send me a few? Just in case we thank you again in the future. Number 9, again, one of Rex's great values is seek adventure. The company would encourage you to step out of your comfort zone. Sometimes you'll surprise yourself. And one of Rex's favorite sayings is he likes to take the road less traveled because it's more interesting. Interestingly, this picture was actually taken at the GLT Summit in Andorra a couple of months ago. It's our Kobayashi friends, the only GLT from Japan, and he took up the challenge, even though I don't think he wanted to go mountain biking in the rain. And as you can see from his expression on the face, I think he was on the floor about 3 seconds after that photograph was taken. But it's a great example of how hopefully Forever can push those boundaries for all of you, as well as your business, but in your personal life, and having fun is to seek adventure, push the boundaries, be out there a little bit. Okay, reason number 10 is fun is in our mission statement. Isn't that cool? How many companies has fun in their mission statement? So for me, that's a reason to love Forever. So these examples that I've just shown, the first 10, kind of represent the foundation, the bedrock that the company is built upon. So I wanted to kind of move on. The next few reasons is to talk about some of the reasons why right now things are happening that you should be excited about and be reassured that you're in the right place. Number 11, the strategic vision of this guy. Obviously, over time, Greg is taking more responsibility. He runs the business on a day-to-day basis. And the strategic vision that Greg has is unreal. He's so perceptive about future markets. He's so perceptive about changes that might come in the world, but also in our industry. And he's a ridiculously safe pair of hands as far as the stability of the business is going forward. Different to Rex, but I see that as a huge strength. It would be quite easy to try and fill the shoes of Rex. And I think it's safe to say nobody could do that because of what he's achieved. So he's a different guy, but very, very strategic, and you should be very reassured about the direction of the business going forward. One of the fantastic things we've been seeing in recent years is million-dollar checks. You see Natalie right there receiving hers. I think that was in Johannesburg, and it's something that's been happening a lot recently, and obviously there's many businesses out there that don't have this generosity. And indeed, the next one is about chairman's bonus itself. Chairman's bonus is the idea of Rex. It used to be called profit sharing, and this is Rex's money that he chooses to give back as additional bonuses. And for number 13 reason, I wanted to share a small story with you. I'm fortunate enough to spend quite a lot of time with Rex, and usually at the beginning of February, we get the chairman's bonus lists. Once they're processed, get distributed amongst a few of us, and we all come together and sit down, and we're all really excited to see, is there $1 million one, or maybe somebody's gone up, a few $100,000, and we get really excited and we mark these off, look forward to discussing them. And we were sat down, I think it was before the Johannesburg rally. Rex came in with the same list, but he'd marked out different names. And we were all a little bit intrigued, because why has he marked down ones in the middle and this and that? And it turns out Rex had identified all the people whose checks had gone down. And it really upset him. And actually, he set about most of us saying, why has this person in Hungary, for example, check gone down? What are we doing as a company? Why have we let them down? And he would insist that Aidan calls those people. And he went through the entire list and gave each of us some people to contact, ask them what they thought the company could do more to help him in the future. And it genuinely hurt him that there were some people whose checks had gone down. And I think that's a measure of the man. When the rest of us were excited about the positives, he was looking at those names that maybe have been negatively affected. He has a unique perspective, which is one of the reasons he is who he is. Now, this might surprise you, but I did a tally a couple of weeks ago to work out how much money had been presented in chairman's bonus and profit sharing of old throughout the whole years of the company. And just before I put this number up, just remember, this is Rex's money. This is his own money. If he didn't present chairman's bonus, everybody still gets their monthly bonuses. If he hadn't introduced this incentive, nobody would know any different. But the amount of money that Rex has presented over the years is $320 million. Isn't that incredible? Just amazing. And I mentioned that figure to him, and he said, how much? But honestly, the honest truth is the chairman's bonus day, when the checks are given out, that is his favorite day of the year, when he realizes the difference he's making to people's lives. It's like Christmas and birthday all rolled into one for him. Anyway, moving on. So obviously Rex is part of the executive team, and number 14 reason why I think you should be passionate about the future of forever. We have this executive team. Actually, we don't have a newer photograph, and the guy on the left, Harold Green, retired last year, so it's not quite current, and there's a couple of us missing off this picture. But this executive team, it's 14 people with a couple that are missing, and between us all, we have over 300 years experience of management within Forever. So it's a super, super, super stable team that are overseeing the operations around the world and overseeing the product production and the marketing, etc. So again, not many companies can boast that much management experience. It's really, really stable, and we're here to stay. Number 15 reason, this guy. I bumped into this guy. I know this is a bit silly, but I bumped into this guy on the ship, and he's tattooed his back with the Forever logo. I guess he's not leaving in a rush, but the company inspires, I don't know, I guess passion like that. Anyway, amazing guy. That was number 15. Number 16. I just want to tell a very quick story about Forever Cares, but a very short example that's personal to me. So last year, this is my beautiful wife, Laura, to the side of me there. Last year, she contracted breast cancer. Now, don't worry, it's not a sob story. Everything's cool now. She's completely in remission. Everything's good. No issues. Yes. But she had to act quickly. She had a test, and the tumor that she had was very small but very aggressive. And so within a couple of weeks, she was going to have pretty major surgery. And that couple of weeks was going to tie in with the Greece Eagle Managers Retreat. Obviously, that's an event I'd been working on for 3 years. We generally work 3 years ahead with these events. A lot of it is in my head, not necessarily down on paper, but obviously I needed to be with her for the operation. And so I go in and see Rex and Greg thinking, this is going to be quite a tough conversation. And I sit down with them and I explain that this had taken place, and Laura needed me to be with her. And I started to tell them about the plan that I had in place, bringing in different support people. And before I could get into it, Greg said, shut the something up. And he said, I don't care if you're not in the office for 4 months. You need to be with her at home. You need to take as much time off as you need. You need to go with her to every appointment. And if there's anything you need from us, give us a call. I think that's an incredible thing for a company to do. So obviously there's lots of public stories about the good that people do. This is with me, just a member of staff. Now, if he'd have said, yeah, take the week off of the operation, but try and get back as soon as you can, I would have perfectly accepted that. That would be the normal thing to do. But I was able to attend every single appointment that she had, whether it was a blood test, her chemo treatment, every single one. I was with her. Thank you, obviously to Rex and Greg and the trust that they put into me and my team. But Forever isn't the only one that cares. All your staff, what an amazing team you have at the Manor. Yes. Incredible team. I'm fortunate enough to travel around the world quite a lot, and you truly have some of the best people in the world right here taking care of you, and they care so much. I can put in calls or text or whatever at the weekend, in evenings, whether it's to Bob or to Sarah or Sam, and I get responses all the time. That it's not a 9-to-5 job working with, same as you guys, of course. And so, you have great people that are there to support you. I know you know this, but I thought it's a great reason to remind you why number 17 on my list is that you have an amazing staff here. And a great example, we have amazing staff around the whole Forever world. And I heard this story not too long ago in Japan. The KUMAMOTO earthquake hit about 3 years ago, and a little demonstration of the type of people that Rex inspires. This earthquake flattened the whole area of Kumamoto. Many, many people lost their lives, and many, many FBOs lived there, had their homes absolutely destroyed. And we had, it turns out, one of the members of staff at the product center up there, a junior guy, took it upon himself to go out and visit the FBOs in what was left of their homes, or in the schools, or wherever they were collected. And he took product to them. While he was there, he asked them, if you need anything from the store, I'll go and get it for you. He arranged construction workers to help them with rebuild of their house. And this went on for a number of months. And then Michael Allen, who's the country manager over in Japan, went up there to see people, inspect the damage and everything. And he kept hearing this name of this guy that had been helping everybody. Kept hearing it over and over again as he was visiting people. So he went back to the makeshift office that we had in the Kumamoto area, found this guy and said to him, hey, I just want to congratulate you. I'm hearing great things that you're helping everybody. And it's great that obviously your property wasn't damaged and everything was good. And he said, oh, no, hang on. My property was flattened as well. I've been living with my wife and 2 kids in my car. Isn't that amazing? So he took it upon himself to not worry about his own issues, but to do the right thing by the FBOs. And I'm pleased to say, as a company, we sent him and his family to Singapore to stay at Marina Bay Sands for a week as a reward for that commitment. And apparently, he told Michael, I just did what Rex would do. So we're really, really grateful for him. So from one emotional story, the next reason why you're in the right place and you should love forever, this guy. Any company that can get Satnam to look like that, is Satnam here? We had a 70s party in Lake Tahoe, and he did that. I think that's a reason to be with forever. Another silly reason, these nails. This was a lady, I think it was in Greece, who'd had all her nails manicured in the fit style. So again, we seem to inspire love and the fun and commitment to the company that makes people do things like this. I told you some would be silly. Number 21, conservation, particularly in South Africa. You'll see Philippa and Robert there in front of a zebra. That's close to Warmbath, which is one of Rex's resorts down in South Africa. And I think most of you know, but Rex owns a lot of land down in South Africa. And one of his main passions is taking care of animals. So he buys up land down there that maybe is earmarked for development just to leave it as it is for the wildlife. He gets no financial benefit out of that, no business benefit. To him, it's just the right thing to do. And again, a great measure of the man, and that he's been doing that for about 15 years now, and it continues. He has a bunch of people down in South Africa, Forever Resorts South Africa. They manage the resorts, and also they look after land to protect the animals. It's a wonderful thing that he does. Reason number 22, Rise Against Hunger. So who's done some meal packing for Rise Against Hunger? Yes, most of you. That's fantastic. So at the beginning of 2017, you probably know we committed to doing 1 million meals for Rise Against Hunger. We were really, really scared about that target because it's difficult to set a target and not deliver it. We've done 1.85 million meals, which is incredible. So that's almost 2 million people that we've provided meals for. And if you've done the packing, you know it's quite an emotional experience. You know, when you're packing that and sealing that, the next person that touches that meal really, really, really needs it more than you can imagine. So we're really proud to be part of that. We're doing a pack at the Home Office at the very beginning of January, and we think we'll hit that 2 million mark, which will tie in perfectly with Greg's message from Dubai, the 2X message that you might be aware of. We're really excited. And in fact, we're now the biggest contributor to Rise Against Hunger in the world. And they visited our office a couple of weeks ago and have set us a new target that I don't want to talk about right now. But it's a lot. But you'll get to hear about it because we'll need every office involved around the world to achieve this. Another current reason why Forever is the right place to be, we do so much quality testing, it's not even true. 1.5 million tests every year done on our products. That's one every 20 seconds. We test our products to make sure it's pure, to make sure it's precise and exactly how it was created. Hopefully most of you know this place. Forever Direct now, running the distribution for the UK. I hear it's been a great success. Is that the case? Yeah, you happy? That's good. Well, they now, on busy days, can pack as many as 27,000 parcels a day, which is truly phenomenal. They've really stepped up their game, and I believe they get next-day service to the UK, which is great. That means that you're getting your product quicker and more efficiently than before, which is fantastic. Another reason, number 25, this excitement. Most of you know Magnus. He's a little bit nuts, but he's awesome. And He's so excited that he does stuff like this. Now, we do know that not everybody is excited about the opportunity and the products as Forever, and what we've worked out is actually probably 2% of the community, 2% of the world that would be interested in an opportunity like ours. And for us, that's okay. I looked up some stats, and each of us as individuals probably connect with about 80,000 people through our lives. So 80,000 people through a lifetime, 2% are interested. That's 1,600 people in your team. That's a pretty good team, right? So obviously in our day-to-day businesses, we meet lots of no's, we meet rejections, and that's okay. Celebrate the no's because it's one step closer to the yeses. And we find people as excited as this, they're the ones we want in our team. Another reason, number 26, this is one of my best mates, Aidan O'Hare, and I think the passion that he embodies for all of you and for the company is immense. To be honest, he drives me nuts sometimes with his passion, because we ride to work together every day, we live very close to each other, and he's on it the whole time. And you know when you've had a really busy day and you're like, just want to listen to some music in the car, he's like, what if we do this? What if we organize that? Should we have 2 of those? What if we give them this? He's constantly on it, but a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant guy with so much passion. It's what he's made of, and we're really thankful, of course, that he's a key part of the team. I think I'm starting. Oh, no, I've got 13 minutes. Okay. I have to do a good job on timing, because some of you who've presented at Eagle Manager Retreat, I give you such a hard time about timings and finishing on time. I have to be good. Number 27, Eagle Manager Retreat, coming to Phoenix next October. Who's going to be in Eagle? Yes. Brilliant. So we're coming to the home office, which is going to be fantastic. You'll also visit Forever Nutraceuticals that makes all the capsules. And what a great experience you'll have. Anyone that's not been to Arizona, the landscape is amazing. There's cactuses everywhere. It's a little bit hot. In fact, it's insanely hot. But what a brilliant time. You'll get to visit the home office. You'll get to go to Rex's office, sit in his office chair, get your photograph taken. We'll have, as always with Eagle Manager Retreat, I think training is one of the biggest highlights. It's really, really, really tailored at the Eagle Manager level and designed to bring your business up to the next level, to Chairman's Bonus and beyond. So really encourage you. We're about halfway through, just over halfway through the qualification. So keep your eye on your case credits and those 2 new supervisors, the tough ones to get. And you'll be joining us in Phoenix next year. Global Rally, of course, my baby. So Forever's coming home for the rally. We'll be in Dallas, as well as all the usual rally loveliness. There's lots and lots of surprises coming as qualifiers. Who's qualifier? Because we've got a month left. So we've got, yes. So you'll be, as qualifier, you'll get to visit Aloe Vera of America, see the production process, which is really, really exciting if you've not been there before. We're going to do a Chairman's Bonus party at South Fork Ranch. And this year, as it's our 40th birthday, we've twisted Greg's arm, and we'll be opening that party to all qualifiers, whether you're Chairman's Bonus or not. So you'll get to experience the home of the Dallas TV show, maybe sit on JR's bed. We're going to be having lots of fun out there. We're going to have a rodeo, and just a whole lot of fun, and an excuse to wear a cowboy hat without being weird. We've got some amazing guest speakers this year. Now, those of you who've been to a rally know that usually we don't bring in some external speakers. Well, we've got 2 guys that are insanely good. One I can't tell you about. It needs to be a surprise on the day, but that story will probably change your lives. It did mine when I saw it. We've got another guy. Anyone know Sean Acker? He wrote The Happiness Principle. Look up his book. So he's coming and is one of the very few public speaking events he's going to do. He heard about us, heard about our events, and wanted to be part of it. So we're really excited, but we're going to be giving more information about him a little bit closer to the time. And one of the great things, we're going to be talking about 40 years of Forever, presenting the history, some of the examples that Rex has achieved, and some of the lives that have been changed is going to feature very prominently. But the overriding message will not be based on the past, because that's the foundation of the next 40 years. So you're going to hear about new incentives, new ideas, new products that are coming in the future, just to reassure you where the company's going. If you're not a qualifier, you must get your non-qualifier tickets. I can see on our system that there's been a lot of non-qualifier sales from the UK, which is fantastic. We're running out. I think we have about 500 left, I believe. So we've sold about 6,000. So they're going fast. So if there's anyone in your team or any prospects coming through, I would encourage you to get the tickets sooner than later. You've got a month left on the qualification, so you can get to the next high level. If you're 1.5K, check your case credits, aim for 2.5K. You would be amazed when we get the numbers in January, how many people are at like 2,480 case credits, like, 20 short. Same with 5K. We get lots of people that are really close to the 5K. So keep an eye on your case credits. You get so much more benefits. If you go up to 2.5K or 5K, you get an extra day in town. You get more spending money, additional meetings, additional exposure to the leaders and the executive team. So I'd really encourage you to take a look at your case credits. So we're coming, where are we? Number 29 next, and the next few I want to focus really on the future and how exciting that is going to be. Number 29. Shortly we're going to officially announce, and this isn't the official announcement, that we're going to brand ourselves as the aloe vera company globally. We're not changing the name forever, but the subtitle, if you like, for forever is going to be the aloe vera company. We wanted to really make it clear to everyone who we are and what we do and what we excel at. So that's part of the marketing focus that we're going to work on in the coming year. Additionally, I don't think it's any secret that this is coming, but the best just got better. We'll be launching a brand new aloe vera gel in Dallas. It's an incredible product. It's purer, it's in recycled packaging, it tastes a little bit better. And I know some of you are thinking, that doesn't take much. But it does. It's 99.7% pure aloe vera. So a much higher quality, and there isn't an aloe vera on the market anywhere in the world that we've found that is as pure as that. So we're really excited about that, and that's just the first step in some of the developments we're going to make with some of our existing products. We're still committed and will continue to be committed to providing the highest bonuses in the world. Right now, we've tried to assess other companies. We've honestly not yet found another company that we believe pay higher bonuses than us. But we're still looking because we want to try and make sure that we are. But we're very, very, very committed to paying the highest bonuses in the world. Something that's going to stay for the future. Number 32, we're going to continue to provide experiences like no other. Like I say, we typically work 3 years ahead, and the next 3 years' destinations you can be ridiculously excited about. Who was at this party? Yeah, it was pretty cool, wasn't it? We were one of the first companies ever to do that, and actually, I can't announce this because it can't be announced till January, but we won a massive award for that event. And and actually, Dubai are now planning a 6-month marketing campaign around corporate events entirely based on the Forever Living Rally. So we're really, really proud of that. And we'll continue to provide even better events year on year. Sometimes I have conversations with Greg, and he's saying, do you think we should hold a couple of things back and maybe save that for next year? But I don't know. I don't think we're built like that. We have to give us the pressure to do even better next year, and that's what we thrive upon. So you'll continue to have global trips around the world and give you experiences that you've not had before. We touched about it earlier with Bob. We're going to focus really hard on global consistency. So the experience of any prospects or business owners that you have in other areas will be very similar to what you have in the UK. It's going to take us a while. Some countries are a little bit behind because of maybe the part of the world that they're in or their smaller operations, but it's one of the main focuses on over the next few years. A huge one for us, we're going to continue to push on the environmental policies. That's one of the reasons we're changing the gel, is to provide much better packaging that's environmentally friendly. We're investing a huge amount of money in solar-powered water recycling plants in the Dominican Republic. So the water that we wash the aloe with, once it's been picked, goes through this filtration system and then back into the fields to irrigate. And that's cost millions of pounds to put in, but that's just one of the many examples that we're working with. So with your customers, you can reassure them this is a big focus for us going forward. Huge infrastructure investment millions of dollars being spent on new machines at Aloe Vera of America. If you go to the global rally, you'll see them next year. Number 36, we're getting close to the end now. Digital investment. We're just in the middle of a program that will change your digital experience across the world. We've invested tens of millions of dollars in Project Titan, we're calling it, that will rewrite the shop experience. It will be more like an Amazon-style one-click experience. It will always, yeah. We have so many people working on this project. We knew it was something we needed to invest in. And it's also going to provide FBO websites much, much better, much more, with much more tricks than you have at the moment. So we are hoping, we're going to announce that at the rally, and we're hoping by summer they'll start rolling out into some of the countries, and you should be reassured that UK is right up there at the top of that list. Number 37, we're back to the same one we started with. I'm so excited for the future of this company once again because of Rex's values. Nothing's changed from that respect in 40 years. Some people might say that's old-fashioned, but that's something that we're really, really proud of. And we continue this, his values will stay as long as the company exists, and we're really, really proud of that and are not ashamed one bit. Another key reason that I'm really excited about the future is all of you. So we know that you're all amazing people. We can produce the products, we can produce the incentives, we can provide everything out there, but without you, there is no future. So we're really excited about having you as part of our global team. And I think this goes hand in hand, that Forever we hope, provides you the opportunity to be contenders. If you're up for it, if you're prepared to work hard, it provides a vehicle for you to achieve your dreams. And I know many of people in this room have achieved their dreams. Sometimes there's tough times. Right now, I know, has been tough recently. But we provide the opportunity to do so. And I'd like to now play a short video. And as we do this, I'd like to think about what you do on a daily basis. Think about how you apply your Forever business, how you approach each day, because it might make you think.
If there's anything in life that you don't currently have right now, it's because of who you are and how you think. What I need you to do is I need you to find a reason to keep going. And if you can find a reason to keep going, I know you're strong enough to do it because you're human. And every human has what it takes to get past whatever they're going through if they decide to. Push through it. Push through it. Tragedy and trials come to everybody. Only the strong survive. Listen to me very closely. Y'all running from obstacles when in fact it's the obstacle that's gonna take you to the next level. Like y'all running from pain, y'all running from challenges. You telling me how difficult your life is. Do you understand it is the difficulty that's gonna prepare you and take you to that next level?
To grow the individual will to become something, you must get comfortable with fear and failure. They must be your best friends. They're the only one that moves that needle of life. And the difference between a champion and someone who's forgotten is that a champion shows up. That's the only thing. Every day shows up. Gives himself a chance to make a difference. Because success doesn't know these things about cold or early or tired. It just knows if you showed up or not.
For some of you, when you do what you do, you act as if you have another opportunity. Every opportunity is the last opportunity. You can't just say you want it. You can't watch the video and say, I want it as bad as I want to breathe. It's cute to say it, but when it's showtime, when the sun comes out, you've got all the books, you've got all the tapes, you've got all the access. Now it's time to hunt. If it was easy, everybody would do it. But if life's got you down, I need you to get up and prove them wrong. It's gonna rain sometimes, I will. You're gonna feel discouraged sometimes, I will. No matter what the obstacle, I will. I will. A true hunter's goal is not the prize. A true hunter's goal is to hunt. That's what they live for. They live to hunt. It's the whole process.
The journey to your dreams starts from within. It's so true. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have the vision and the right reason why, if you want to help people and are prepared to work hard, this is the right place for you. Don't let anyone tell you different. Don't let anyone steal your dreams. Don't let anyone stand in your way. Thank you so much for listening to me. Ladies and gentlemen, I am forever proud, and I hope you are too.